Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a springtime tutorial, just like a really light on the eyes, really light pretty much everywhere, but with a bit fuller coverage. I really like the look of, Harley, come on bud. I really like the look of like really flawless skin with really light eyes for some reason, I don't know why. So a lot of this is going to be first impressions. Like the foundation I tried today, I ended up loving. I have never tried before today, so you're going to be able to see that. So if you want to see everything else I tried out and how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Ignore Harley, he doesn't like to be alone. But for this like first impressions slash tutorial, I'm going to start off with my base, which I usually don't do. My skin, I just cleaned it and it's moisturized, so it should be good to go. So to start off with my primer, I got a sample of the Backlight Priming Filter by Becca. I have the purple one that they just released, but I've actually never tried this one, even though it's been out longer than that purpley one. Okay, so I do want some like pore filling property or something to just kind of fill my pores. So I'm going to take the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Okay, so now that I have my primers on, so far so good. I'm going to try out this new foundation from IT Cosmetics. Their Confidence in a Compact. So it comes like this. Oh, should probably take that cover off. But I'm hoping it'll match. It looks like it might be kind of dark. I got it in shade medium. That's what we got as like our sample. But we're gonna see. I fake tanned just last night, so I should be okay. But I'm just gonna, I guess, dunk my brush in it. Like it is a bit of a harder foundation. So I feel like you need to, oh, there's a cover in the mirror too. I might like wet my brush. I have a setting spray that I might use. Stuck on my finger, just to kind of help liquefy and blend it a little bit easier.
So, just try it out.
Okay, so far I just have the right side of my face done. I'd say it's definitely a fuller coverage. I think I dunked my brush maybe like 2 or 3 times, just gave it a good swirl. For as full coverage as it is, it's sitting on the skin really, really nice. It's not getting heavy. I think to get a full coverage foundation, expect it to look like natural skin, like there's absolutely nothing there. It's a little bit far-fetched because you do have a product with quite a bit of pigment on. But for this coverage, it is sitting really nice on the skin. Like it has a bit of a tackiness, but I just like put it on, and I always set my foundation so that really doesn't bother me. As long as the powder won't stick to the face where I put it and it blends out nicely, I could care less what the foundation feels like when I touch it. The brush, I guess at first, like when I was dunking it in, because it is such a thick foundation, it was kind of like clumping on the brush and like making a lot of the bristles clump together. But so far so good. It's really nice coverage, like I said. Alright, so now, I have the full foundation on, all of the foundation, and I really like it. It looks nice, it's full coverage, it was easy to build. I really only needed like 1 layer, so I didn't really need to actually build it. It's just like 1 layer foundation. And then to start the under eyes, I take the Becca Under Eye Brightening Concealer. It's the one that's kind of pink in tone. And I just apply that, focusing it on that vein that runs like right here next to my eye, and then smudging it on my lower lash line just a little. Alright, and I'm just going to go in with my concealer. This is the Rimmel, stop! The Rimmel Match Perfection. I'm not leaving you alone. I don't understand why you're doing this. I also use it as an eye primer. I found that it doesn't crease on me. So that's now the sun's starting to come out and it's going to make me look weird, so just bear with me on that. So the concealer's on. I'm going to try the new IT Cosmetics by Pores. I have the one by Honest Beauty that's kind of like the same thing. It's like a blurring powder. I think a lot of powders are going that route now, where they have that property, especially like under eyes, which I'm just going to use this for, just to set like where I put that concealer in the triangle shape. Okay, so for the powder, that was the first time I tried using it. It did a good job. I wouldn't say it like completely vanished, like, hold on, let me move back. It didn't completely like erase my pores, but it did do a good job of kind of blurring them out. And then I'm going to take the Japanesque Champagne Collection Velvet Touch Finishing Powder in the shade 1. I'm going to imagine that this is just like a translucent powder, and just like a big brush, and set my entire face. I really like how that turned out. My skin is looking really good. I just realized I was going to try cream contouring today. I've never tried cream contour, but I already put a all over powder on, so I'm not sure how this is going to act on top, but I'm going to try it out anyway. I'm just going to use a little bit, and then this Moda like cream contour brush. So I think I'm going to take my foundation brush and also use that to blend it out a little bit. I think it's because I have powder on underneath that it's not blending to its best. Oh, actually that's not too bad. So even on top of powder. So I mean, it's doing good on top of powder. It's not really a fair shot for it because I do have that powder underneath, but I like it. Just to bring some more contour back to life, I'm using the NARS Laguna Bronzer, which I recently got. I really like it. It does really well. I feel like you can use it as bronzing or contouring. Put on a little bit much. This is my, oh, I'm also using this brush that's new. It's by Japanesque. It's kind of like the NARS Eat-A brush in a way. I think it's a little bit wider. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera. I used the Anastasia Brow Definer in Taupe just to kind of give it a little bit of color so I don't put too much of my darker color on. And then I used the Ka-Brow. Ever since I got my hair lightened, I've been really big into doing the bold brows again and going a little bit darker. I know a lot of people don't like it. Obviously, without eye makeup and mascara, and I have pale lashes with a lot of powder on them, it looks funny. But once the whole look is done, it'll look better, I promise. It won't look as weird. So for the eyeshadows, ooh, I got my finger in one of them. I'm going to be using the Peach palette. We recently got this as well. Can you come sit up here? No? Come here. Come sit up here. He's so funny. You're so funny. Can you sit? No, he doesn't want to sit. So I'm just going to start by taking Georgia. Harley! He does not like to be alone in any aspect. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to take the Peach palette and then the shade Georgia, which is right down here. It's just a really nice, it's a little bit on the lighter side of a transition shade, but I'm just going to use that to add a little bit of like all over color slash transition shade, if that makes any sense. So for this look, I'm just doing something really a bit more simple and not too dark because this is going to be more like a springtime sort of look, even though it's March and it's still pretty cold. I'm going to mix Georgia and Puree. So this one, and then the lighter shade of the two brown shades that they give in the palette. Right, and then with that same fluffy brush, I'm just going to work that underneath the lash line. So now that I have my crease colors in, I'm going to take this Smashbox palette, the one in Soft Light, and I'm going to be taking these first two shades mixed together. So I'm just going to mix these two on my finger and lightly pat it onto my eyelid. And then also from this palette, I'm just going to mix the two top shades, the two, it's like one is a whitish with like purple reflex and the other one's like a gold, just these two top ones. And I'm going to add that as a brow highlight. Okay, and then moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to be trying the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Also just got this yesterday, so it's going to be a first impressions. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit on my lid because I'm so bad at doing eyeliner on camera. I'm going to quit doing my eyeliner off camera just because it's so difficult for me to do it on, and then I'll be right back with the next. Okay, so I went ahead and I also just curled my lashes and added some mascara. As far as the eyeliner, it might just be because I'm not used to that style. I'm used to the pots that you dip the brush in and then you go and apply it. I think because I had that continuous flow of product, it was a little bit harder for me because I would usually use my eyeliner when it had like very little product on it and trace out the line. Whereas with this one I had to be like ultra precise to make sure I got it right the first time, whereas like when it's a little bit drier of a product, you don't have to worry about that. I don't know if anyone else has that sort of issue or does that as well, but I believe with like practice, I'm sure I could be just fine at it, as anybody could. So for my highlight, I'm going to take the Anastasia Glow Kit in That Glow. I haven't gotten a new highlighter in a while. These ones are doing just fine for me so far. Right, and then just to set it all together, you use the Dermablend Set and Refresh Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. And also, the only lipstick I have with me that I recently got that I haven't tried out is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Not. You could definitely wear this with this look, but since I'm only going to my parents' house and to the gym today, I'm not going to wear this dark of a lip, since I just want these to be this more of like everyday wear. If you like to wear the dark lips out and about, like everywhere you go, that's totally fine. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to pair this with like a light pink lip gloss or something. Alright, so that concludes the video. I hope you guys liked it. Feels good to be back and filming again. Hopefully I will be able to keep this up. I've just been having issues with Wi-Fi and finding somewhere that has the ability to actually upload my videos because our Wi-Fi isn't the greatest. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.